Retired senior cop pepper sprayed by police constable.
You ran tear gas.
Sir, step from the vehicle, sir. Step from the vehicle. Step from the vehicle.
What are you doing to my father?
Teach them. Always make sure the message reach them.
A video of a former deputy superintendent of police being pepper sprayed by a constable during a traffic stop has been racking up views on social media. Former deputy superintendent Altamont Campbell, more popularly known as Sparrow, was pulled over in a routine traffic stop in the corporate area after he reportedly overtook a line of traffic. After being questioned by a policeman, Campbell informed the cop that he was not in possession of his driver's license. The cop ordered Campbell to step out of his vehicle, and Campbell refused, all the while asking the cop if he could be arrested for not being in possession of his license. Campbell was about to leave his vehicle, but retreated after noticing that the policeman had armed himself with a pepper spray canister. As Campbell attempted to wind up his car window, however, the cop pointed the canister in the retired lawman's direction and sprayed him in the eyes. The former senior cop, who was a 40-year veteran of the force, then fully rolled up his window and instructed his son, who was in the passenger seat of the vehicle, to do the same, while dousing a rag with water and wiping his clearly irritated eyes.
I don't have any with me.
If you don't have any, I'm going to arrest you, sir.
Well, arrest me then.
Step from the vehicle.
Do what?
Step from the vehicle, sir.
Why?
So bad.
If you arrest me?
Yes, sir.
No, you don't arrest me.
Sir?
Why you going to arrest me?
I'm going to ask you to step from the vehicle.
You going to handcuff me?
Sir, I'm going to ask you to step from the vehicle.
Officer?
Sir, I'm giving you a lawful directive.
No, you can't give me no lawful directive.
Sir,
To tell me so you don't
step
arrest me, you call me now my driver's
from the
license.
vehicle, sir. Step from the vehicle.
Officer?
This is a final warning I get this.
No, this is not a warning. Don't tell me that you're going to warn. If you tear gas me, you know.
Step from the vehicle.
No. If you tear gas me, don't. If you tear gas me.
Step from the vehicle, sir.
You going to tear gas
Sir,
me?
step from the vehicle, sir. Step from the vehicle. Step from the vehicle.
What are you doing to my father?
Sir, step from the vehicle. Step from the vehicle, sir.
A lot of logs. A lot of logs. Are you okay? Are you okay? Turn up or off. Up.
After a few minutes, a police service vehicle occupied by a senior cop who knew Campbell arrived, and it was then that Campbell exited the vehicle.
Why they turn one something into this, dog? Look here. Who is this man? Is it look in the brown suit? Open your eye for a second. Look to your side. In the brown suit. You seen anyone around suit?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
They spray him in his eyes. You need to fire them or something.
Campbell later detailed the incident, which occurred on Wednesday the 5th of June, saying during the incident he became fearful for his life and that of his son. Campbell was stopped on Mullines Road near the Waltham Park Road intersection. It was the worst experience ever. I was blind for an hour, he said, adding that he was overcome by fear, but had to remain composed, especially since his son was in the car. Campbell also said, because he felt threatened by the cop, he decided against coming out of the vehicle. At one stage, me did think a shot would have fire.
No. It's a tear gas me. Gun.
He said his son, who was seated in the front of the vehicle and who recorded the incident, has been traumatized and was also affected by the pepper spray. He is an asthmatic person, Campbell said, adding that the child has not been doing well, but had to sit an exam a day after the ordeal. "You can just imagine my position as a father," he questioned. Meanwhile, Campbell said the incident was regrettable, but he understands that it was an extension of the problem of society. "The society is like a swamp, and we're looking for the cleanest dirty one to be a police, to be a soldier, etc." He has so far visited a doctor and will be seeing a specialist soon. The retired crime fighter said he will provide a statement to the Inspectorate of the Constabulary, and he has learned that the Independent Commission of Investigations also has an interest in the matter. But what happened in the first place? Campbell said he was stopped sometime after overtaking a stationary vehicle and another that was making a left turn near Tarrant Drive on Mullines Road. He said the constable told him that he had committed a traffic violation and he disagreed. According to Campbell, the cop demanded his driver's license, and when he told him he did not have it, that is when he told him that he was going to arrest him. In a news release on Friday afternoon, the police high command announced that the Inspectorate of Constabulary has commenced a probe into the incident. Well-known security consultant and former Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mark Shields, believes the officer was out of line in his use of the pepper spray. "I think the police officer will have an extremely hard time trying to justify pepper spraying a man sitting in a motor vehicle," Shields said. "Did he use a reasonable amount of force? Were the officer's actions reasonable? I am unaware of what training the officer may have received for the use of less than lethal weapons such as pepper spray, but I am pretty sure that the use in this case was not in guideline with the officer's training," added Shields, who worked with Campbell during his tenure in the force. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang says the police constable was not unreasonable. Minister Chang says the senior cop did not behave appropriately. He says it is the type of behavior noted among politicians and others who feel they are above the law. Chang said it is the senior cop's aggressive behavior that caused the on-duty policeman to use the pepper spray.
Order to exit the vehicle if he doesn't have his license was legal, legitimate, and reasonable. There was no need to be offensive to the police officer. When he was coming out, the expression he gave, an expression was not clear, but the response when he took what was the pepper spray from the gentleman in the car said, "Look, I'm going to tear gas me," and he made a comment that I think was quite aggressive, and then made an attempt to push out the car, and then something like, "Wait, to tear gas me?" Or wait, and then him.
Yes.
And for a young police officer, it's clearly a young police officer.
Yes, he's very young.
It is not an unreasonable response, although I said in training we'll have to look at that because how fast you use the pepper spray. Thankfully there's a pepper spray.
In the meantime, Minister Chang says there needs to be respect for law and public order. He notes that he paid several traffic fines for offences without trying to use his influence to avoid doing so. But Minister Chang says he has had to urge some of his political colleagues not to use their influence to breach the law.
But there has to be a minimum level of public order and respect for the law in the country.
Yes,
which we don't have. And it is compounded by those of us who have influence. I remember I said, it's worse among politicians. You know? Every council driving along to get the policeman should just send him along. We have to stop it. So the only thing I'm defending the police that it happens among people. I talk to my colleagues about it.
You're going to tear gas me.
Step from the vehicle, sir. Step from the vehicle. Step from the vehicle.
What are you doing to my phone, bro?
Hey, look here. Step.
Teach them! Hey, yo, hello! Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here, Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. Remember to like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Follow me on social media and check out the suggested videos on screen. This is Teach saying, until next time, walk good, my friends.